John, thank you so very much for sharing this with us. And I apologize that you had to go on the Froghopper, but I'm happy it wasn't the CN Tower. That said, uh, you have such a way with words, John. I really need to get my claws into your literature, and I'll have to go to our local chapters to try and see if I can get something, or a secondhand bookstore to see if I can get a secondhand book. Although by the way things are going, I think that I'm gonna have a hard time trying to get a second-hand book. You're as bad as Raymond E. Feist. Everybody wants your books, and they don't let go. That said, the unfortunate downside to anything is that education has its place in the world, but let's not forget that behind the education, there's also the bigger drive, which is living a life, which means that you're going through an adventure, regardless if you're learning or not. But if you're learning, you also take various other routes that lead you to better pathways, different byways, bigger interstates, in our case, it's the Trans-Canada Highway, and eventually into secluded areas that are only accessible by those that know the proper way of getting there. So, kudos to anyone that goes through an education. It's a plus, it's a bonus, and then nowadays it's almost entirely a must, even with a 12th grade education or a GED if you haven't completed it. In regards to Haiti, unfortunately, I think all our hearts do go out to these people, and I cannot be a part physically in assisting, but I'm proud to say that our Canadian military's Engineer Corps is actually on a naval mission that will be leaving, if not already, from Halifax. Today, will be leaving very shortly to Haiti so that they can actually help people in the Caribbean that have been affected by this incredible natural disaster. Unfortunately, it's a cataclysm of grandiose proportions, especially for the people in Haiti, as much as we want to try and compare it to anything else that could have happened in the past. We've seen the big earthquake in the 1980s that devastated Mexico City. We've seen oh, for the love of Pete, I've just forgotten the name of the name of the city in the United States in Louisiana that got hit by Hurricane Katrina. That's unfortunately a big loss to musical and historical settlements, and that is only a piece of it. There's many others across the world. There's landslides, rock slides, mudslides. I'm trying to think of other things. Avalanches, monsoons, typhoons, hurricanes, earthquakes, and that's pretty much it. At least those that actually do impact. There's droughts, there's changes in climate, there's a whole bunch of other things that all impact it, and unfortunately, like I've said once, I'll say it again, Mother Nature is on an acid trip and we're stuck for the ride. That said, you brothers are nifty and better than sliced bread. In fact, I can compare you to either a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, with one of you being jam on one side, the other one being peanut butter, or a fluffernutter sandwich for those that love fluff and peanut butter. Inseparable. Have a nice one.